Hi, I'm Jen of JST Knitwear Designs, and today I want to show you how you do a tubular bind off in 1x1 rib. Here is the inside of a neck of a new sweater, the big E's coming out in the fall, and I've got a broken rib here, but I'm going to apply the tubular rib because it gives that extra bit of elasticity, because this is going to be a turtleneck sweater. So I want that ease around the neck when you fold over your turtleneck. So how you go about doing this is, this looks like I'm doing it in the reverse because I've been knitting on the inside so I can fold it down. So it might look a bit odd that I'm not using this needle on this side. So just ignore that. So you deal with it in the same way. So what you want to do is, first of all, measure about 3 or 4 times the length of the or the circumference of the area that you want to bind off, and then break your yarn, because this is a sewn bind off, it's not a knit bind off, so that's something different. So first of all, what we have to do, so I've got my darning needle ready, thread it with my yarn that's about 3 or 4 times the length of the bind off area, and then I'm going to take a stitch marker, a removable stitch marker, and I'm going to basically hook the first 2 stitches onto that. Okay, and we'll clip that, and then just keep that to the front of your work there for now. And now I'm going to take our darning needle and we're going to start darning off. Hi, so I've basically zoomed in a little bit more so you can see this. So obviously with a knit 1, purl 1 rib, we have knit column, purl column, knit column, purl column, and so on. So how we work is you're going to work a 2-step process as we go through this. So for the knit columns, we're going to slip the stitch knitwise and off the needle. Then we're going to skip the purl and then go back into the next knit stitch purlwise. So we slip it knitwise off the needle and then go back in to the next knit one purlwise, and then pull your yarn through. And that's what we do with the knit stitches. For the purl stitches then, what we're going to do is we're going to go into those purlwise and off the needle. Then you skip the knit column, but with the knit column you want to go round the back to skip it and come in between the knit and the purl stitch, and then you want to go into the front leg of the purl stitch. So again, you're coming around the back of that knit one and going into the front leg knitwise of the purl stitch, and then pull your yarn through. And that is the 2-step for each of the knit and the purl. So the next time, here we are, we're back at the beginning with a knit stitch at the top of the knit column. So we're going to again slip that in knitwise off the needle. We're going to skip the purl and we're going to go into the next knit column purlwise and bring your yarn through. This is just like the Kitchener stitch, but you're not basically dividing up your stitches onto 2 separate needles doing it. So again, here we are, we're back on a purl stitch. So what we want to do with the purl is we want to go into that purlwise, slip it off the needle, skip the next knit column, go in behind, in between the knit and the purl, come around to the front, and then again into the front leg knitwise of that purl stitch. It looks tricky, but actually when you start to do it, it's a lot easier when you actually are doing it. So again, we're back to our knit. So we're going to slip that off the needle knitwise, skip the purl, go in purlwise into the next knit stitch, and bring our yarn through. And then here we are back with our purl stitch. So we're going to slip that off the needle purlwise. Then we're going to go and we're forgetting this one. We're going to go around the back, go up between the 2 stitches and go into the front leg knitwise of the purl and bring your yarn through. And you can see how this starts to form a nice tubular effect over the top of the edge, and it rolls over, so you get this really nice neat finish on the edge of your work, and it's really lovely. So I'll do it one more time, and then I'll show you how you basically finish it off when we get to the very end of the loop back here where our marker is holding those 2 stitches. So again, we're at a knit column. Oh no, yes we are. And so we're going to go into that front leg knitwise and off the needle, skip the next purl stitch, go into the next knit stitch purlwise, and bring the yarn through. We have a purl stitch, so we're going to go into that purlwise and off the needle. We're going to go around the back between the knit and the next purl, and then go into the front leg of that purl stitch knitwise, and there we go. And you just keep repeating that on and on around. It's actually quite a nice, relaxing, therapeutic bind off. And there we go. So I'll see you back around here in a moment because there's quite a lot of stitches here to cast off, and I'll show you how we finish off. So here I am back around. We've done our nice tubular edging. It gives us a lovely elasticity all the way around, and I'm almost back to where my marker is. So I'm just going to pull my circular needle all the way through, because I actually prefer to just pick up these last 2 stitches. Now they've already been worked once, if you remember, at the beginning. So I'm literally going to put my needle into them, one and the second one, and then literally take the marker off so we don't have to worry about him, and then slide our needle back to the other end so we can continue to work these last stitches off. So here we are, and we're on our knit column, so we're going to knit this guy off, slip this guy off knitwise, skip the purl, go in purlwise into the next one. And then this is a purl one, so we slip it off purlwise, go around the back between the 2 stitches, and then go into the purl stitch knitwise. And here we have knit, slip off knitwise, and go into that stitch purlwise. Just pull him down the back a little. Okay, because this is the first one that was held on the marker. And then we're going to slip this guy off purlwise, go around the back, and into this one. This one's a little tight, okay. And so yeah, because these 2 stitches have already been worked off, or have been worked twice, because we just went into the front leg of our purl stitch there, we just literally remove our needle and we are ready to basically tighten these up and pull him out. There we go. And there he looks a bit better. And then you'd literally, on the wrong side then, tail off your yarn and weave it in as you normally would when you finish off. So as you can see, it gives you this lovely stretch and a very nice neat finish, because you don't want it tight on your neck, least of all trying to get it over your head. So yeah, I quite like it. It's quite a nice little efficient way of a 1x1 tubular, that's the reverse side, a tubular bind off. So I hope you enjoy that and have fun.